So if any farmer desire to make profit from his farm, he should be ready to give his plants food to consume. Just like those who are into um, production of chicken, poultry, goats, livestock, fish, and others. Until you apply food to them, they can't grow. They can't grow. So is plants. Until you give plants what it requires, you cannot get what you need from that plant. So I said for decades, Africa failed to realize this essence of giving plants food to enhance growth. They failed to realize it. When I was growing, my dad used to heap sand. Even our forefathers, they don't understand plant feeding. What I learned those days was heaping of soil to plants. So I thought plant was consuming soil. I never knew until when I was starting farming the farm that I'm into currently, plantain farming. The first thing I practiced was what I learned from my father. How did I do it? After I finished planting, as the plant was growing, I set a day aside to heap soil for the plants. And I started digging soil to give the plant. And after waiting for a long time, the growth was not encouraging at all. It was after I started making researches, scientific research, that I got the knowledge of plant feeding. And when I started it, that was when I started smiling. So, you find them heaping too much soil when planting tuber crops, not knowing essence of soil heaping to the plants. Yes, you find farmers heaping lots of soil so that their tuber crops can grow. I have been told that some farmers in Africa, they heap soil and heap soil and heap soil until it is almost forming a heap of, when tipper that you tip sand that you use in building. So there are some farmers in Africa, they just heap their soil almost as high as that of what a tipper heaps on the ground. Sand for building, right? They heap their soil until it attains that height, and they start planting yam inside, thinking that the higher the heap, the more yield that yam or cassava would give them. So when I see that they are using a tractor or heap former, what the name of that engine? A tractor for forming a heap, right? They are forming heap with it. Then when I was growing, I thought that heap that they are forming it to make their yield big. But there are importance of forming heap for your crops. That importance is far different from plant food. It's part of the process of helping your plants to grow better. But that is not what will make your plants to grow rapidly. Though it's inclusive, but that is not what plants consume. Now, I'm going to teach you 5 reasons why plants should be fed very well. Number 1, to help plants achieve fast and healthy growth. To help your plants achieve fast and healthy growth, feed your plants. 2, to increase disease resistance, feed your plants. 3, to meet the expected maturity period, feed your plants. Some were asking in my comment section that how long does it take for plantain to get up to maturity. Some have asked that they heard that plantain takes up to 14 months before it starts yielding. Some said 8 months before it starts yielding. You see, we are getting reports of different kind or comments of different kinds from farmers, from various people who are questioning. Those beginners who want to go into farming, they are asking, they want to know how long it takes for plants to get to maturity of the before it start before it starts yielding or producing seed. Now, understanding why it is necessary for you to feed your plants, because early if you feed your plant very well, the rate at which your plant grows, it's increase, the speed at which it grows. For example, Mr. A plants his or her crop by March, and Mr. B plants his or her crop by March. Mr. A plants plantain and Mr. B plants plantain in different soil under the same temperature, the same wind condition, the same environmental condition. Now, Mr. A chooses to apply food, give food to his own every month or every 2 months, while Mr. B said that his land is good enough and he plants without giving food to its crops. When Mr. A crop will be yielding exactly 8 months, Mr. B is still trying to start yielding at 14th month. You see that the difference from Mr. A and Mr. B is quite big. One produced at 8 months, the other produced at 14th month. That's how many months? 6 months. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. 6 months is a whole lot. So, why you must understand this topic, it will help you to make lots of profits in less time. Yes, to enhance profit is one of them. That's number 4. To enhance profits, profit making. Number 5, to achieve large size of food production from your plants. To achieve large size. Many times, people have seen me producing large size of plantain and they are asking, how come? Oh my God, this is fantastic. This is big. Everybody say wow when at your harvest time. But for those who refuse to feed their plants, people say, oh, suffer head. You get more likes because people like good things when your yield is big, right? Yes. It is the act of feeding that gives you that big yield. Now, where am I doing this video? I'm doing it in my farm in town. In town. Busy place in town. We have started our township farming. Yes. Now, understanding this topic will help you to also start your township farming and be successful. People have told us in the past that plantain farming, right, does well in a virgin land. Even in my comment section, many have said it. Plantain farming does well in a virgin land. You have to go far into the forest. You see, I have told you before that this set of people, they are applying forefathers mentality in their farming approach. Forefathers mentality in their farming approach. Don't worry, as this topic proceed, I'm going to show you some of my crops, how they are doing here in the town where people have farmed in the past several times. And it's now turning to ordinary ground where they have even tried to build, erect a building before. Building around the place. We have 3 buildings around where I'm into. Several buildings, not just 3 buildings. Now, those buildings, before they were built, big caterpillar came there, tipper, to offload sand. The ground is compacted and eroded of nutrients. All nutrients has washed away. Most nutrients has washed away. And this is the same place I am doing my farming. So what do you expect? Some will say, it's not. This is a township farming the soil, the nutrients, soil in the nutrients is no longer fertile. There's no nutrients anymore. It will not do well. It's not going to give him good yield. Is that so? Wait for harvest day. So understanding this topic will make you smile even before your harvest day. Now, there are two nature of plants food. Two nature of plant food. There is inorganic food and there is organic food. You can call the inorganic chemical fertilizer, which is known as NPK. Then the inorganic food, you can call it the inorganic food organic manure or organic fertilizer. So some people, because of their forefathers' understanding, they will see some of your produce, they will call it, this one is also fertilizer. Now fertilizer crop. Fertilizer doesn't necessarily mean inorganic or organic. It's a word used for food that plants consume. Fertilizer is a kind of nutrient for plants, either organic or inorganic. So you won't say that this is a fertilizer food. Some people will say, I don't consume food that is that they use fertilizer on. You know what he's saying? Whether it is organic or inorganic, it is both called fertilizer. So I would like to start helping my followers to understand, to distract them or to disengage them from following their forefather understanding in farming, so that they start understanding the modern farming system. A farming system that has to do with more of scientific approach. That is why I'm trying to make you understand that plant food is it's either organic or inorganic. Plant food is either organic or inorganic. Now, when you talk about inorganic fertilizer, you can talk about NPK, and there are different kinds of NPK. That is nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, right? NPK, you have 15, 15, 15. You have 10, 10, 10. You have 12, 12, 17. You have different kinds of NPK. Those different kinds of NPK, people are confused how to use them. In case you want to go through inorganic fertilizer or inorganic food for your plants, just like you see carbohydrates, you see protein, you see vitamin for animal consumption, that is the same way you see NPK for plants. That is their protein, carbohydrates, and vitamin, but it's most called vitamin for plants. This NPK is not just only NPK you give to plant. There are other mineral nutrients, inorganic, that you give to plants. But NPK, you are the one who chooses the kind of NPK to use for your land. In case your land is void of more nutrients, how do you know the kind of NPK you to use? Now, if you don't have knowledge of soil testing, then you can use a balanced soil diet, a balanced diet for your crop, like NPK 15, 15, 15, NPK 10, 10, 10.